Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express, your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. We'll begin today taking a look at the national temperatures and radar composite for us here, and we are going to begin today out in the west. Friends, there is a major winter storm that is moving on shore right now. It's bringing some very heavy coastal rain, but it's also bringing a lot in the way of some mountain snow, and this is just going to be picking up as we go through the remainder of the weekend. Currently right now, as you get into the northern sides of California, you can see the rain from the Eureka area back down towards San Francisco. Obviously, as you get east of I-5 and some of the higher elevations near Mount Shasta, this is turning into some snow squalls and a good amount of snow. We've had some heavier rain from time to time up the Oregon coastline. It's been a little bit more prominent today in Washington state itself. As you can see, some of the rain there right along the coastline towards the Seattle area. Now, the big problem is as this moisture moves inland into the Cascades, this is going to turn into a lot of heavy snow. It is going to be dependent on the elevation, but we could be seeing some very significant snowfall totals overall in these areas. Looking at the advisories that are currently into play, you can see there's a ton of them. We'll start off along the coastline right now. You're going to have small craft advisories, but even along the coast in the northwest side of Washington state, we've got winter weather advisories. Then you get just east of Seattle, friends, and you're looking at winter storm warnings here or even avalanche advisories. Again, we are talking about 4 to 8 inches of snow in some of the lower elevations, but you get to some of the higher elevations out towards the east, and it's going to be feet of snow in a couple of spots to go along with the impacts of some winds of over 40 miles an hour. Speaking of those wind gusts at the hour, this is what they look like. Again, from time to time, we've had some 30 to 35 mile an hour winds, and that's going to be pushing this storm on shore, and it's just going to be getting deeper into Big Sky country in the Intermountain West in general. Let's go back over to our advisories, and we'll continue to go down the coastline. Again, anywhere that you see the pinks, those are going to be winter storm warnings. Anywhere that you see the purples, it's winter weather advisories. Again, the Sierra Nevadas will be included in that, and eventually this is going to all push into places like Idaho, the western sides of Colorado, the northern sides of Utah, including Salt Lake City, which is currently under winter storm warning as well. And again, the impacts from this, depending on the elevation, could be several feet of snow in a couple of spots. You can see here again, when we look at the winter storm warning, locally up to 3 feet of snow there in the Wasatch Mountains south of I-80. So some unbelievable snow totals are expected there. Let's get back out to the northeast right now. It's a cold day. These are your current temperatures that are in the single digits to some teens and 20s out there. At this point in time, it's relatively dry. We have a little bit of coastal snow kind of skirting across Cape Cod and coastal areas of Massachusetts towards Rhode Island. Also noting some snow showers moving back into the northern plains and into portions of the western Great Lakes as well. You know, places like Minneapolis, St. Paul, and eventually the northern sides of Wisconsin towards Rhinelander, or even UP of Michigan, Marquette, should encounter at least the opportunity for a couple of snow showers there. Now, this is going to be a fast-moving system, so this is not going to be a lot of snow overall, so it's more winter weather advisories than anything else. And then you do get these special weather statements, which again are just going to be talking about the light snowfall that'll be falling in that area. It's actually been a beautiful day in the southeast. Now, skies are relatively cloudy from time to time here. Again, I'm going to show you guys the visible satellite imagery here, and you'll just see that despite the fact that we have relatively comfortable temperatures, from time to time we have some thicker clouds in Florida as the front has moved through, and some cloud coverage up through portions of the Tennessee Valley. But overall, temperatures are nice, cool, 40s, 50s, and even some 60s. And in the southern plains, it's been a very nice day. Ignore that temperature there in the central sides of Texas, 40s and 50s, and I do expect there to be dry weather. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening here overall. Let me switch over to the broad perspective, switch back over to our model. This is going to be our HRRR model, and I just want to talk about how this storm is going to evolve. So again, you know, places like Seattle, places like Salt Lake City, and even to the southeast sides of Idaho, like Idaho Falls, and then of course the central and the northern sides of California will all be heavily impacted by this storm over the next 48 hours. This is kind of a loop over the next 24 hours. You can see again the snow moving through the Cascades and then really beginning to develop through portions of the Intermountain West. We'll be dry in the southern plains. Places like Oklahoma City and Dallas will enjoy a comfortable, dry weekend. I'm expecting things to remain dry in most of the southeast. A few showers could linger in the central and the southern sides of Florida. We're going to continue to see the snow move away out of the New England coastline, and here comes this fast-moving clipper system with the opportunity for some snow to move move out of portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin, get back towards the Great Lakes, and eventually, of course, this is going to turn into some lake effect snow for places like Detroit, Cleveland, the northwest sides of Pennsylvania, and the western sides of New York, including Buffalo. But overall, we're looking pretty good in the central and the southeast. Watch out for the heavy snowfall in the Intermountain West. Friends, as you can see, I'm out of time. If you like this content, I appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to Weather Express if you want these daily 5-minute forecasts. You guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here at Weather Express.